Final Fantasy V on Steam, eh? Yeah, why the hell not? Why the hell not? This is a fantastic game. This version is way improved over the Game Boy Advance version, in my honest opinion. I do like the new sprites. I do like the Amano artwork and the dialogue boxes. Although there's a lot of people that don't and bitch about it. So they actually made mods to try to correct it. Although it didn't need to be correct. But this is the definitive version of Final Fantasy V right here. I have played this version already once before, a couple years back, and it's quite good. Although I did install some mods myself to kind of fix some of the stuff that I didn't like the portraits here actually more represent the on-screen sprites. Like the Lena one is actually based on the Terra portrait used in Final Fantasy VI. Because it looks better. It looks better than the one that they automatically had in game. I also have a mod that gets rid of that annoying blur filter that this version of the game has. Yeah, because that blur filter just made the game look bad. Look really bad. I mean, it looks better without it. I guess they were trying to get rid of the pixels or something like that, or they were trying to make it look less pixelated, so they had some weird blur filter on there, and luckily there's a mod that you can get on the Steam forums that gets rid of that shit. And those are the only two mods I have installed, by the way. There's no gameplay-related changes or anything like that like I did for Final Fantasy IX. But I'm going to replay through this game, show off some stuff that I never did, like those 4 new jobs at the end of the game. I'm going to take the time to actually show them and, you know, give my thoughts on how good or bad they are. I'm going to show off the Cloister of the Dead, because I never did that in my original playthrough of this game. Yeah, altogether, man, this is way better than the GBA port, man. Like, you know, it's got the optional dungeons and shit. There used to be an argument that the SNES version was the definitive version of the game because it had like the better sound than the GBA port, but with this release, now you have the SNES sound with the bonus content that the GBA port had. No, there's no question, this is the definitive version of Final Fantasy V. I mean, how with the GBA version, I actually I installed a music patch to try to fix the crappy music that was in the game. I mean, because it's the GBA versions of the soundtrack just sound awful by comparison to the SNES. But luckily with this version of the game, it sounds identical to the SNES, which is fantastic. Yes, we have meteors crashing into the planets. Uh-oh. Alright, so we're controlling a mystery freelancer on a chocobo. Yeah, I'm going to turn diagonal movement off. It enables movement in 8 directions. I do not like that in this game, so I'm going to turn it off. Cursor location, yeah, I like remember. Re-equip, it'll auto-optimize equipment. That is bad in this game. You just want to remove it all and equip it all yourself. That's the way to go in this game. Trust me on this one. Oh, okay. Yeah, here's the bestiary, even though we haven't fought these guys yet. But here you go. We will be fighting these guys. Figured I might as well show them now. The good thing about the bestiary in this game is you can actually get a lot of good information, like status immunity, weaknesses, what you can steal from the enemies, what they drop, how many you killed, all that good stuff. Yeah, apparently these black goblins drop leather shoes from time to time. Even though, yeah, we still haven't fought anything like that yet. We haven't fought anything yet at all. Alright, so yeah, you don't have to go this way. If you, for some weird reason, need to go back that way, you can with your chocobo. But nah, let's press on. Goblins. Final Fantasy Classic. Oh yeah, we're not really equipped with a lot of good gear right now. I mean, we're practically naked except for our sword. That's all we got. So yes, I didn't mention before, but this is the Princess of Tycoon, Lena. And this is her musical theme. Which is one of my favorite themes in the game. The characters are bland in this game, I guess. Well, they're not. I wouldn't say they're bland. I would just say that they're not really developed that well. Like, they don't really have, like, you know, complicated character arcs. But they are fun. They are fun characters. Yeah, and I think the Japanese translation was originally Butts, but then, yeah, I fuck that, that's retarded. Fuck, Bartz is fine. I mean, I like Bartz, that's a cool name, man. And Bartz, he just goes wherever the trail leads him. He's a wanderer. There's not really much to know about Bartz right now, other than that, although we will get more backstory on Bartz' family as the game progresses. So yeah, we have a mysterious meteorite falling to the planet, and it has something to do with the wind stopping. So yes, Sakaguchi, he pretty much, you know, weaves elements and stuff. I mean, basically the plot is the same as the original Final Fantasy, where the elements of the planet are awry, they're not working properly, like, you know, the earth is rotting, the wind is dying, you know, that kind of shit. You can definitely tell they started to go away from that a lot in Final Fantasy VI, because Hironobu Sakaguchi was not the main guy. I mean, he produced the game, but he wasn't the one writing a lot of the majority of the scenarios in Final Fantasy VI. It was kind of like a team collaboration. But yeah, we actually have Lena right now. Yeah, as you can see, all I got is a broadsword and leather armor for Bartz. Knife and leather armor for Lena. I'll go over more of the menu stuff, I guess, in a little bit here. Oh, my aching head. Yeah, I am going to make these videos a little bit longer than I have in the past. Used to make these like 20, 30-minute videos, but nah. I'll just make them longer. That way the Let's Play only be like maybe 25 to 30 videos potentially instead of like 50 or 60. I have no time to waste. So yeah, she doesn't tell these guys that she's a princess. Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. What? Why do you want to go with? Is it because she's pretty? Oh, of course. Dirty old guy, huh? I feel it in my bones. But yeah, this guy, he lost his memory. So yeah, another classic RPG trope of characters that don't remember who they are and what they're doing and why and all that good stuff. Actually, I think it's more of a Final Fantasy trope than anything. I probably shouldn't say RPG trope. It's a Final Fantasy trope. But yeah, this is a fantastic game, man. Mechanically sound. This game to this day is still one of the most mechanically sound Final Fantasy games ever made. And in this chest we get a Phoenix Down. These are extremely valuable in this game because they are very expensive to buy. I believe it's like 1,000 gil to purchase the Phoenix Down. So yeah, you definitely want to conserve them. You want to treasure them. Very good with mixes later on in the game with the Chemist class. Oh yeah, I'm going to be rocking the mix command. You know it. Even more so than in my original. My original, I made some mistakes that I didn't know about. Like, I didn't know if you mimed a mix that you could actually do it for free and not use up the items. So I never took advantage of that. But now I know better. I definitely know better. Clunk. Oh, man. Damn, Chocobo, what's going on, man? Come on, Boko. Bad, Chocobo. Bad. Hell, man, we don't even have seatbelts on this damn thing. How are you gonna stop like that suddenly? Don't you care about us? Or you want to kill us or something? Yeah, there's goblins around and shit, huh? Uh-oh. Come on, Boko. Let's save the day. Now, on the Game Boy Advance, you were actually able to dash in this game. And then with the Thief class, you're actually able to dash twice as fast as that on top of it. But yeah, you can't dash in this version of the game at this point. But there was an auto dash feature that was implemented into the Game Boy Advance version that was pretty nice, I guess. Kind of made the Thief way too fast though, when you did have a Thief in your party, or you had dash equipped on them. But yeah, that's job stuff that I haven't gone over yet. If you haven't tried this game, you should. If you're one of those younger people that aren't into like the older Final Fantasy games, if like you're one of those people that your first Final Fantasy game was 7 and you want to try some of the older stuff, I can definitely recommend this as one to try for sure. Any of the SNES Final Fantasies, man, are gold. This one isn't as good as 4 and 6 in my opinion, but it's still fucking amazing. Mechanically sound would be my best way to describe this game. Mechanically sound. It has like the best job system. Still. Like, I tried to play Final Fantasy X too, you know, because it had a job system, or I tried to get a lot of its mechanics from games like this, you know, in the series, but that game sucks. It's terrible. Like, I can't even fucking finish it. It's so bad. Like, the game makes me want to fucking slit my wrists. This game, though, a lot of fun. Characters are fun. Gameplay is fantastic. Feels like the wind is calling you. So yeah, that's a clue that the characters have elements associated with them. And we'll find out more about that stuff later. So dogs always... So yeah, Galuf, he's a goofy guy. But I like him. He's one of my favorite characters. Oh, and of course, the score by Nobuo Uematsu is fantastic. But again, that really doesn't need to be said. All his soundtracks are amazing. And yes, thankfully in this port it's not ruined by the horrible, horrible Game Boy Advance sound chip. I mean, that is just bad. I've actually heard some people say that they prefer the Game Boy Advance soundtrack to the SNES. Those people are crazy. Or they're tone deaf, or there's something, man. But anyways, to go over the menu here, we got items. You can discard items if you want, but don't do that right now. Valuables, you have key items you can look at. We got Bartz's keepsake and Lena's pendant. You can sort your items if you want. You can like sort consumables at top and then equipment at the top. You can cycle between them. I don't have any equipment, so I can't really do that. Magic and skills. These are all the different skill subsets of the game. White magic, black magic, time magic, summon, spellblade, blue magic, sing, and that's it. Well, yeah, we don't have any of that stuff right now. And of course we have the equipment screen where we can look at all our stats and equipment and all that good stuff. So basically how the stats work in this game, weight affects your turn. It kind of affects your speed actually. So yeah, the less weight you have, the faster you'll be. Yeah, it kind of goes hand in hand with your agility stat for the character. Actually, let me go inside the fucking cave here. Let's get inside the cave first before I start explaining things. Well, there wasn't a cave here. Oh. Well, that's convenient. A little too dangerous for chocobos. But you just rode him into a battle with goblins. What are you talking about? Too dangerous for chocobos. You mean he can't fit through the door? Is that your I don't know. Whatever. But anyways, I want to get in here so we can hear this amazing, amazing dungeon theme. This is my favorite dungeon theme in Final Fantasy history. This is Fate and Haze. It is amazing. Anyways, I was talking about the stats. So the freelancer job right now is the default job in the game, right? And You actually have access to all the different weapons and equipment. You can equip anything basically with Freelancer. But once we get jobs, we won't be able to do that, but that's okay because, well, to grow in power in this game, you need to master jobs and learn abilities. So basically how it works, right, you have strength, agility, stamina, and magic. Now, these stats right here that we're looking at are the base stats that each character has. As you can see, they do vary between the characters. Like Lena's magic stat there is 28, which is slightly higher than Bart's and Galuf. Now, what you kind of want to do is you want to choose jobs for them that will complement their base stats. You can choose whatever jobs you want for these characters. It ultimately doesn't matter, but to optimize your character's effectiveness, it is probably better to choose jobs that will complement their base stats. So for Bart's, I'm going to probably equip him with fighter classes. Lena is going to be like, you know, the mage classes. Galuf is going to be mage as well. Now you might be thinking to yourself, well, he has high strength and stamina. Why would you do that? Because reasons. Without spoiling it, yeah, I don't really want to say at this point, but Galuf, I'm going to be teaching magic classes. Anyways, let's explore. Yeah, this is the cave, level 1. So yeah, this cave doesn't even have like a cool name. It's just a cave. What's that spring? Let's go take a look. Yeah, this is a recovery spring. So you can level up around this area, although I don't recommend leveling up in this game at all, because there are certain abilities that you can learn in this game that require you to be on certain levels. Like Blue Magic, for instance. Like you have level 5 Death, level 4 Gravity, level 3 Flare. So you want to be, you don't want to go hog wild in levels. That way it's easier to be on a certain level to learn Blue Magic. Yeah, we got a new enemy here, Steel Bat. These guys, you can actually learn the Blue Magic spell Vampire. Although we can't do that yet. But we will. But yeah, man, I like the sprites. The sprites are actually based off of Final Fantasy Dimensions, I guess. Which look fine to me. I have no problem at all with the new sprites. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the old sprites too. I have no problem with the older sprites, but these sprites look fantastic too. In fact, maybe even a little bit better in my opinion. Yeah, we got another new enemy, Stroper. Nothing too special about these guys here. Other than their annoying plants. Yeah, you got attack, items, defend, and roll for the commands that we can use right now for the characters. So yeah, we can't really do too much with them yet. Alright, so we get a leather cap. Who needs a leather cap? I guess Bart's does. There you go, Bart's. So yeah, when we equip equipment in this game, it carries weight. So as you can see, I'm going to equip a leather cap here, but it makes his weight go from 2 to 3, which will make him a little bit slower. Not much slower, but a little bit slower. So you have to take that into account. But yeah, I should probably go over the other stats now. The attack stat is your total attack power of your weapon, factored in with your like strength and agility. And different weapons in this game are affected by different stats. For instance, knives in this game are actually affected by your strength and agility stats. And it's checked against the enemy's defense. I believe swords, like the broadsword here, is only affected by the character's strength and the attack power of the weapon and the enemy's defense. Like axes and hammers are actually good in the fact that it only takes into account the character strength and the enemy's defense. Like a quarter of their defense is how much defense is actually checked against the weapon. So yeah, there's different formulae for different weapons. I'll try to explain that more as we progress throughout the game here. I'm going to try to make this more in-depth than my original LP of this game. Hopefully with what I know now about like mix and mime, I can show you guys a better and new way to play. I mean, I know a lot of people like the freelancer at the end of the game, but I found that while it is good, the mime is just so much better. Just so much better than the freelancer. You might be saying, well, the mime can't equip all the cool weapons, and it's like, well, the mime can equip enough cool weapons to be very effective. In fact, way more effective than the freelancer. So I have an argument against that logic. Then yeah, bat attacks are annoying in any Final Fantasy game. There's that vampire ability I was talking about. Pirate's Hideout. Uh-oh. Yeah, we don't want to get caught. That would be bad. Really bad. So what do we do? Well, we could just ask him, right? Keelhaul? Well, I don't know. Maybe they're good pirates. Maybe they won't do that, Bartz. Yeah, you can't ask a favor from a pirate. That's why we'll just sneak on and steal their ship. Really, old man? That's your plan? How are we going to do that? Gutsy and stupid, apparently. Jeez. Okay. Anyways, there's a switch over here. I will be messing with that later. Right now, I'm not going to worry about it. That switch actually opens this locked door right there. Hello, Mr. Pirate Guy. Sleeping like a babe. And then there's this guy. Hi, guy. Bo? You fool, Bartz. You almost woke him up. Wow, man, that was close. Yeah, we can't be doing that anymore, man. Yeah, I don't think there's any items to find on the ship here. We can mess around a little bit. Hey, look, another sleeping pirate. Hey, sleeping pirate guy. Captain, fix the rudder. Take the helm, mumble. Soldier roll. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Thanks, guy. And yeah, that cabin is locked. That's actually where they hold all the prisoners. So yeah, let's just take the ship. Why not? Yo ho ho and stuff. Yeah. And a bottle of rum. Yeah, cast off me and start sailing, kid. Damn, man, you don't even know how to frickin' pilot a sailing ship? What the hell's wrong with you, Barts? You were gonna steal this thing? Man, talk about amateurs. Uh-oh. So yeah, as you can see, the dialogue portraits more represent the character sprites, which, yeah, while there's actually a mod out there where you can remove the character art from the dialogue boxes if you so choose. So yeah, if you don't like that shit at all, and you want to play this version of the game, there are mods out there that allow you to do that. But I do like Amano's artwork, so yeah. I don't mind the character portraits. At least the new ones that were made. These look pretty good to me. Yeah, you degenerate, lecherous, piratey pirates. Yeah, you tell them, Barts. Pendant, huh? Well, Galuf, that plan really worked, didn't it, buddy? See, look what you got us into, man. It was your idea to just stow away on the ship and steal it. Hey, you did, you fool. Yeah, look in the mirror, Pops. Oh, my aching head, I can't remember a thing. It's my amnesia. Ugh. That's why I'm stupid. So yeah, Lena is a princess. And she's going to the Wind Shrine all alone. She doesn't have any royal subjects to help her out at all. So anyways, yeah, that pendant is important because the character over here has seen the pendant before. Apparently it's the same pendant. Twin pendants. Which means these characters are linked somehow. Hey, alright. They're gonna untie us. Come on. Come on, you scallywags. Arr. Soldra? Who the hell is Sildra? Was it like the Loch Ness Monster or something? Oh. I guess it kind of is. Nice sea dragon you got there, huh? Well, that thing pulls the ship? That is pretty incredible. Yeah, so that's how you guys sail around without wind, huh? Pretty cool. Man, isn't that tiring? I hope they feed that thing well. I mean, that little dragon is pulling this big-ass ship. Or is it even a dragon? I'm not even sure, man. Some kind of sea creature, I guess. But yeah, we now have control of the ship, sort of. And then the pirate guy is going to come up and ask if they want to sail to the wind shrine automatically. Sure, we could do that. You don't have to allow them to do that. You can do that yourself if you want. But yeah, I'll just let them pilot us there. Because we want to go there as soon as possible. But yeah, with the other things you can look at the character stats, their commands, all their different values, like, you know, their evasion, their resistance. You can look at all the stuff they can equip, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory there. You can change their row. You can change their battle position, where they appear. I believe the character on the top shows up as the avatar, you know, when you're walking around. You can change the rows. Rows, obviously, and it work the same as they do in pretty much every other Final Fantasy game. Deal half damage from the back row unless you're using a long-range weapon, and you also take half physical damage in the back row. So, yeah, there you go. I'm just gonna keep the characters in the front for now, I guess. You have a quick save option that was included in the iOS and Android versions of the game. And then you can save the normal way on the world map. Like so. Anyways, let's explore the Wind Shrine. This guy knows Lena. What's happening, sir? There are monsters in the shrine, and you guys are just hanging around here, not dealing with the monsters. What's wrong with you? Well, I guess they aren't warriors; they're scholars. So yeah, whatever. Man, don't you people, like, you know, travel with entourages? You know, people to protect you. And you got scholars wandering around this world. No help, no support. Man. Alright, so King Tycoon went to the top floor to check on the crystal. Alright. And yeah, you want to talk to all these guys. So yeah, the crystal upstairs is being controlled by some weird machine that's amplifying the power of the crystal unnaturally, I might add. And this guy is really cool because he sponsors 5 potions. Yeah, we can drink from this pot to restore HP and MP and restore KO'd allies. So yeah, that's fantastic. Alright, let's go. Let us go. And we got some new enemies in here. We got black goblins, mold winds, and white serpents. You can learn Goblin Punch from the black goblins, or regular goblins for that matter. And you can learn the arrow spell from the mold winds if you have the blue magic. or blue mage in your party. But yeah, that is irrelevant right now. That doesn't matter. We are freelancers. All we can do is attack and use items. So we can use these circles to rest, save your game. I'm gonna skip that for now. Let's go this way first. I believe we have to go left first. Or not. I was wrong. I'm just gonna run. In fact, I might as well get used to running here for a little bit here. Yeah, another leather kit. There you go, Lena. Have a leather cat. Yeah, running in this game actually powers up a certain weapon later on. It also makes another weapon in this game weaker later on. But that's okay because I prefer the weapon that gets stronger by running away. It is infinitely better. Yeah, use L and R to run in this game, by the way. Oh yeah, look, yeah, there you go. Learning Goblin or using Goblin Punch on us when we can't learn it. Thank you. And there's nothing in there. Jeez. There's something in here though. We get a broadsword. Yeah, I guess Galuf is getting the broadsword, man. Alright, so before we go up there to fight a bird and whatnot, I'm going to make sure that our HP is topped off because this guy can pack a punch. He's not really a pushover. Yeah, look at this guy, man. A wing raptor. Look at this fucker. Yeah, this guy can use breath wing, which deals moderate damage to all party members. So you just want to wail on this guy. And hope that you can kill him before your HP gets too low here. Okay, you don't want to attack him when he's curled up in the fetal position like this. You just want to wait until he comes out. And I think as soon as he comes out, he's immediately going to use breath wing. Yep. Yeah, starting to get low now. So hopefully, yep, there we go. We got him. So yeah, you got to be careful with this guy, man. Make sure your HP is topped off before you start attacking him. But yeah, we get a Phoenix Down, which again are extremely valuable in this game. And if I remember correctly, yeah, there's a chest over here. I can't remember exactly how to get to it. Okay, another new enemy, a Mani Wizard. And he dies. Yay! And look at that, he dropped a rod for us. Thank you, Mr. Wizard Man. Yeah, I'm just gonna run. Run, fools. And we get a staff. That'll become useful sort of soon, I guess. But not really. I don't know. The staff is pretty worthless. It's, yeah, it's just a basic staff. It has terrible attack power, doesn't raise any stats. Yeah, I don't recommend it, really. I don't recommend it unless you have a character. That's all they can equip as a staff. But anyways, here we are. The crystal was shattered. We were way too late. And something weird is happening. these other crystals are emitting lights. So yeah, Ferris's, her innate element with her character is flame. And Lena is water. Galuf is earth. And last but not least, Bart's the essence of wind. So yeah, Bart's had that line earlier where he's like, yeah, the wind is calling me. It's because, you know, that's kind of like his thing. He's a wind guy. Yeah, it feels warm, like warm apple pie. You four are the chosen ones, the warriors of light, bearers of the four crystal essences. Yes, what do you mean? We're just four random people. How can we be four chosen ones? I mean, hell, we've only been playing this game now for like 45 minutes. And we're already gonna, like, dubbed to save the world? I mean, we haven't done anything. Except beat some annoying bird. Wow, alright. Wait, sir, we aren't done talking to you, man. Alright, well, he's gonna bugger off, I guess. And Lena's gonna be all depressed because that was her dad. That was a very sad moment there. Yeah, what are these? Chat, crystal fragments and stored within the power of warriors of legend. We have the knight class, which is awesome. The monk class, which in theory is good, but bad. Stay away from the monk in this game, I'm telling you. You have the blue mage, which is fucking awesome. One of the best classes in the game. Thief, one of the most useful classes in the game. Black mage, yeah, I like the black mage. Although there are classes that are more powerful. But the black mage does have some good spells. And then, of course, the white mage, which is a staple of Final Fantasy games. So yeah, we got our first 6 jobs already. Alright. Very nice. In fact, with the monk, there's only one ability that you should probably learn at the beginning, and that's the focus ability, which is the level 1 ability that only costs 10 ability points to get. I'm probably going to get that maybe later. But yeah, the monk right now is just a hindrance because when you have that job on a character, the character, when he gets attacked, when he gets physically attacked, there's a 50% chance that they will counterattack the enemy that attacked him. Which is bad because, well, you might be trying to steal a rare item from the monster that you're fighting. And you also might be trying to learn blue magic. And if he kills the monster, you can't do either of those things. So yeah, I do not like the monk in this game. If it weren't for that stupid 50% counter rate, then I probably would like the monk a lot more. But as it is, he's more of a pain in the ass than anything. But yeah, they're going to explain jobs and all that stuff. I'm going to do that myself. So yeah, we can now choose jobs. For Bart's, I'm going to start him out as a knight. Yeah, these are valiant warriors who protect allies low on HP. So these guys, they have their default starting ability is guard, which is very, very good. When they use that, they're pretty much immune to physical damage, until they take their next turn. They learn abilities like cover, and yeah, they have innate cover as well. When they're actually the Knight class, they'll cover for HP critical allies, unless they're in critical HP themselves. Then they won't. But yeah, the Knight has abilities like two-handed, which allows you to do double attack power. With a weapon, you can hold a weapon with two hands to basically do double damage. Yeah, they're really good. Really, really good. Okay, so for Lena, I'm going to make her a white mage, because I always do with her. And that's it. Yeah, I could give her that staff, I guess. You can't really equip too much as a white mage. We're going to be going to a town where you can buy equipment and find equipment. So yeah. Let's go ahead and put her in the back row. White mages don't need to be in the front row. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna put Galuf at the bottom, I guess. Ferris. Yeah, she's already got a dagger equipped. How convenient. Because she's gonna be my thief. Yeah, you automatically come with the steel command, which is good. Very good. Yeah, dagger is more powerful than a knife. Now, with Galuf, I'm going to be switching between Black Mage and Blue Mage with him. At the beginning here, the Blue Mage is extremely useful. So yeah, I'm going to equip him with that right now. Blue Mages can use rods, swords, knives, shields. I mean, the Blue Mage can actually equip a lot of great equipment. So if you wanted to do a Blue Mage run, like, you know, just your characters with Blue Mages, this is a very good class to do it with. I mean, because they have great versatility, they can equip a lot of good equipment. Yeah, they're awesome, man. And the blue magic spells that you get later on are very, very powerful. Oh, and I guess we get the dash feature now. You see that icon on the bottom right of the screen? If you hit the on my controller, it's the X button, but you might have it set to something different if you're playing the Steam version. But yeah, if it's lit up, then you're dashing. This is a thief ability. When your character or one of your characters is the thief class, they automatically have innate abilities. Like thieves can see secret passages, they can dash. I believe they have innate back attack or innate whatever they call that. I can't remember. I can't remember the innate abilities they have, like all of them. But I know they have at least 3 that carry over when you master the class. So there you go, man. That's the basic rundown of the jobs. Again, I recommend staying the fuck away from the monk. Unless you plan on getting the focus ability later on, you know, I'd say get that with, you know, your physical characters, I guess. Maybe. Because it does have its uses. And here we have the town of Toul, which I'll actually explore in the next episode. That's all for this episode of Final Fantasy V. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll continue on with the game and learn blue magic, get new items in the town of Toul, and continue on with our journey in the next episode. This is Veteran 0121. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.